Yo, what up? So I'm back with another video. I'm gonna call this, it's gonna be sort of a series, probably called What School Doesn't Teach Us. So this is part 1. And I'm gonna focus on a person they don't teach us about. His name is Nikola Tesla, because he's basically the reason that our world is like as electronically advanced as it is today. Like those wires right there, all that's alternating current, which is what Nikola Tesla invented. So basically, Thomas Edison invented direct current, which was it wasn't good to use throughout all the neighborhoods, cities, and all that, because it was too big and shit like that. So Nikola Tesla was a young guy at the time when he came to start working for Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison started him off with a couple little tasks, not too hard, and slowly they gave him harder tasks, and eventually he said, so if you can solve what I can't solve and make this like electricity work the right way, figure out a good way to make it go through all the neighborhoods and towns and cities, I'll let you, I'll give you, it was the equivalent of like $1 million today. Because he didn't think that Nikola Tesla was going to be able to do this, because Thomas Edison couldn't do it. So Thomas Edison was full of himself. So he did not think that Nikola Tesla would be able to solve this. But after a couple months, Nikola Tesla, he figured it out. I don't even know if it was a couple months. It might have been a couple weeks. He figured that shit out, and he started using alternating current. Thomas Edison didn't like this, so he never paid Nikola Tesla. His response when he did this was, "You don't understand American humor." So that says a lot. But in schools, they've been teaching us that Thomas Edison invented electricity, which necessarily isn't wrong, but he did not make it work. He did not make it go through all the neighborhoods and cities. These wires that are going over my head right now, that's alternating current, which Nikola Tesla invented, which many things use, including the Tesla car, which is why the Tesla car is called Tesla, because Elon Musk wanted to pay homage to him, because no one knows who he is, and people should. But schools don't teach us this, because they tried to erase him from history. Why did they try to erase him from history? Because he was not money driven, and he went against the richest people and all that, like Thomas Edison. So after he figured out the alternating current, Thomas Edison was trying to do anything he could to discredit Nikola Tesla. Now, obviously, Nikola Tesla eventually proved himself right, because we have alternating current now everywhere. But what Thomas Edison was doing was to try to prove that alternating current was deadly. He assisted in inventing the execution chair, which used alternating current, because he wanted to prove that alternating current was deadly, was bad, so people wouldn't use it. So people would use his patent, because Thomas Edison has the patent for direct current, and Nikola Tesla has it for alternating. So he was trying to prove that shit was dangerous, so people wouldn't use it. But what happened was Nikola Tesla was not with this, so he went ahead and he had at this fair, this electrical fair, because this was when electronics was first coming. People were mad excited about this. So what he did was he sent alternating current all through his body to light a light bulb that he was holding to prove that alternating current was not dangerous, because Thomas Edison was killing stuff with the alternating current to try to prove that it was deadly. So after he did this, that was kind of the turning point, and people started to understand Nikola Tesla was the real deal. So he started working with much more important people doing things that are much more important. Like one thing that he tried to do, which didn't happen because, according to Pt.1, if you can't put a meter on it, I don't want it. Meaning, if I can't make money off it, I don't want it. Like I said, Nikola Tesla did not care about money. So, him not caring about money, he wanted to invent. He had this idea, this vision that he saw. He envisioned all his things that he built. He had this vision of this thing called the Tesla Tower. That's what they call it. But this was free energy for everybody. And this is part of the reason they probably don't teach us about him, because they don't want us to know that we can have free energy for everybody. But what he wanted to do was harness the Earth's vibration, the Earth's energy from out of the Earth's like core and shit. He was going to build a tower that would harness that up and shoot it out through to all houses and shit, just for free to everybody. And then Pt.1 goes and says, if you can't put a meter on it, I don't want it. So they basically tried to erase this man from history because he knew too much. And they don't want us to know what he knew. Now, one of the things he said was, if you understand energy, frequency, and vibration, you will understand the universe, the secrets of the universe, the laws of the universe. So that in itself is a whole nother video that I'm gonna have to talk about, because energy, frequency, and vibration is literally everything. So that's a whole nother video, another thing that they don't teach us about in school, which they should. But I'm gonna put links in the description about Nikola Tesla, because that man is the reason that the world is the way it is. So he just deserves more credit than he gets. Like, he should be taught to us. So I'll leave links in the description about him, so you can do your own research. Like I said, you should always do your own research and draw your own conclusions on why you think they don't teach us about Nikola Tesla. Because, I don't fully know. All I know is that he's the reason that we have all the electricity we have today. So do your own research and figure out what you think about Nikola Tesla, because he was one of the greatest minds to ever live on this earth. Way ahead of his time.